what's the word I'm looking for? Very fair. But you must know, us as a species means absolutely no harm at all to any living being. Okay? The only reason that we abduct to conduct these experiments is so that we can become more empathetic, more sympathetic, more understanding to a variety of different cultures and species and beings outside the realms of our reality. And so, even though we took you at first to just take a look at you to make sure that, us as what we are can kind of coexist and cohabitate with human beings, your race of creature. I don't know how to say it. I'm getting sort of flustered here. You understand? Oh, good. I really just wanted to make sure that you understood how we don't do it to pose any sort of threat or harm at all. We do it with all sorts of different creatures, etc. Just to make sure that we have all of the data available. Which species are safe to interact with, which are okay to just sort of leave, as they are, and just let nature take its course with those creatures, just different means, I guess, of coexisting. And we found that human beings are so much like us in the sense that we have a sort of understanding about things, and now you've literally given us a great discovery in that our brains are quite literally very, very similar, if not almost identical, in the way that we express or absorb feelings and emotions. So even though how we started out wasn't very on par with one another, okay, it wasn't very fair, it wasn't very even. I must thank you for wanting to be on board for the rest of this, because truly your understanding with us wanting to comprehend so much more of the world than we have small, just we don't even know as much as we should, I think. So I just wanted to say thank you and sorry again for how this all happened at the beginning, but we are trying our best as a species to evolve and understand things, and we promise we always put the studied species back in their designated space, but we're very, very grateful that you decided to be on board with the rest of this. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad that you understand. We just want to make sure that you Yes. Come, come. Enter. Thank you. Subject is ready for our lesson today. Could you open the door just a little bit? Thank you. Perfect. Now, as you can see, the subject is very calm and relaxed today. We actually just had a very lovely conversation, and I am assuming that their levels of stress are down. They appear to be in a very relaxed and calm state, and they're smiling, so they look very happy. And today we are going to be examining further the potential of this full body immersion that we discovered last class. Now, the board has granted us full permission, with the subject's consent, of course, to be on board for the rest of the semester, to explore the vast world of full body immersion within other creatures. This is an incredible win for this university, and I'm very, very proud that we as a class got to experience it firsthand. I just want to give a big thank you and a round of applause to our new friend, the human subject. And could we all just good, yes. Thank you. Now we are going to start, as we do have a very short recess where we will be taking the human on a stroll around campus and showing them their new headquarters, where all of you will be able to have an opportunity to ask questions one-on-one. Okay? Good. Now, same thing as last lesson, we will be applying the nanostrips and connecting to our screen. So if you do not have access to your portal devices, please log in. Okay? This time we'll be applying a few more than the last time, so that we can get a clearer representation of the brain waves. Okay. As you can see, it's already connecting, which is perfect. Okay. I'm going to apply a few to the forehead, as well as the temples next. Good. Good. How are you feeling? Don't be nervous, okay? You're doing great. I'm going to just continue applying that looks it to be about enough. Or just until we get a clear reading, which we are. Perfect. Let's test out the nano strips by taking a look to see how the hearing is. So, good. Good. Okay. The nano strips are lighting up on the correct side. So that looks great. And it is corresponding with our screen. So that's fantastic. Now we're going to make sure that the rest is okay as well. So I'm just gonna have you follow my finger, please. Thank you. Okay. Can someone please tell me if they are corresponding with the screen? Thank you for your assistance. Good. Thank you. Okay. Could you please let me know when you can see my fingers waggling in your peripheral vision? Thank you. Okay, someone, once again, please let me know when the levels spike, okay? Thank you. Good. Thank you. Good. 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 Thank you. Good. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. You're all excellent assistants. Okay. Everything looks good. I saw all of the correct strips lighting up as I was doing that. So let's go ahead and get started with a couple of focus tests as well as visual response tests and see how that corresponds with the wavelengths of the brain. Okay? Now, can you see this? Good. What color is it? Excellent. Now all I want you to do is follow this light, okay? Good. 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 Just checking your nano strips and they are lighting up. Can someone please tell me if they're getting any of that full body immersion that we were talking about? Oh yes, they are. Good. Okay. Now, all I want you to do is follow this light while I try to distract you with my hand, okay? How's it looking, folks? Excellent. Good. Okay. Can you see this? Good. What color is it? Excellent. would you follow this for me? Good. Well, I just take a look at which nanostrips are lighting up right now. Good. 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 Very good. I'm seeing several of the nanostrips lighting up at the same time, which is very fascinating. This indicates a high level of full body immersion present at the moment, which is very, very exciting. Thank you. How's it looking, folks? Good. Now, can you see this? Good. Can you tell me what color it is? Excellent. Now, all I want you to do is follow where I point. Okay? Right here. Good. Here. Good. Up here. Good. Here, please. Good. Here. Good. Here. Good. Here. Good. Here. Good. Here. Good. Up here, please. Good. Thank you. Over here. Good. And here. Good. Very good. Thank you. How was that? Okay. So, different tones of voice as well as different triggers seem to elicit diverse responses of full body immersion, or as the human called it, ASMR. Yes, very good. Would you prefer if we used that term, or does it not matter? Okay, thank you. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is just manipulate a couple of different tasks to see if anything else might be elicited from the response. Okay. Now, for example, do you see a difference between these two? Okay. Good. What color is this one? Okay. What color is this one? Okay. All I want you to do is choose one and focus on that one. Okay? Good. focusing, okay? Don't lose focus. Good. We're going to try with a different color next, okay? Can you tell the difference between these two? A little better. Good. We'll try the same. So just focus on one. Good. Okay, just a little faster now. Keep looking at just the one. Good. Good. Just focus on the one. Good. Students, how are we looking up there? Interesting. Okay, now I want you to switch. So if you were looking at the red, look at the blue. And if you were looking at the blue, now look at the red, okay? Thank you. Good. Keep focusing. Good. 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 Very good. Very good. Now, look at the blue. Look only at the blue. Look at the red. Look only at the red. Good. Good. Now switch. Switch again. Good. Good. Now look at me. Good. Do not look at the lights, okay? Good. Keep looking only at me. Okay. Do not look at the lights. Look only at me. Good. Don't look at the lights. Look at me. Don't look at the lights. Good. Good. Very good. How are we looking, students? Well, that very much indicated very many spikes of full body immersion, or ASMR in your case, which is very fascinating. This shows me that along with the sound or tone of my voice and visual stimulation and perhaps even the presence of giving instructions or orders has this effect on you. Now, we were speaking in private the other day, and you did tell me not everyone experiences this. So it is a rather exclusive phenomenon. Okay. But all humans do have sort of favorite sounds, favorite visuals, favorite smells, favorite textile. Okay. So there is a common factor. Okay. Though not everyone has the luxury or pleasure of having this very stimulating phenomenon. Understood. Now, we did take a look at the spike levels, and you do seem to have a rather interesting wave. The highest peaks, as you can see, are when both voice and visual merge together to create a symphony, perhaps in your ears, in your mind's eye, in your brain. And this, as I've noticed, as we all noticed, is what stimulates this natural phenomenon the most with you. So, I am assuming not everyone has the same sort of balance. Perhaps some humans experience more full body immersion with sound. Perhaps others experience it more with visuals. But I am assuming a natural balance of both is what gets the most spikes. Well, I think this lesson was rather riveting and opened up a realm of interesting possible factors in our study. And I will be sure to implement this into our coursework this year as we study the human more. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, as you all know, we have been approved for another semester. And if the human is okay with stopping by perhaps once or twice a month, we'll be coming to pick you up. Okay, excellent. So we will have you sign. Okay, good. and we'll be studying this rather interesting phenomenon with our new friend this year and learning all about how we as a species relate to so much more than just our own. I, as a teacher and as a professor, and as a being of this planet, really do think that we're all connected in something far greater than ourselves. And I think that we have learned so much from our new friend. That even in the smallest things, we are all connected. Isn't it wonderful to be able to share an experience, maybe something that we weren't able to put into words for such a long time, and find that others experience this exact same phenomenon as us? I think that it is rather fascinating, and if I may be so bold, rather humbling as well. So, without further ado, I'd like to thank once again our wonderful subject, and we look forward to experimenting some more and learning more about you and your species. Your wonderful, wonderful species. Now, we will all take a break and go into the courtyard where you will all have a 15-minute recess to ask questions, one-on-one questions with the subject, and gather information for your essays. Excellent. Now you're all paired up, right? Good. There is a group of 3. Okay, that's fine. That's great. Now if you'll all follow me, we will go into the courtyard and have that break. So while one group is interviewing the subject, I want everyone else to go ahead and grab their snacks and review the findings of today. Okay? You will all be allotted 7 minutes of interview time, after which I will blow my whistle and you will switch. Okay? Excellent. You are a star in this classroom. Oh, but you already knew that, yes. Alright, everyone, follow me.